So as we get closer to um, prices that really give me the ability to take profit in anything, I don't really have many of those right now because most of my profit taking levels are definitely at higher levels than where we're at now. Some plays I'm down, not significantly. Actually, some plays I'm down significantly. Other ones I'm down just slightly, even though we're seeing a major bull run. We're just not seeing altcoins that's flying. So we haven't seen altcoin season. So things like CRO and things like API3 and things like Solana, all for me are down, whether they're slightly down or they're massively down in CRO's case. But XRP is up a decent amount, but I haven't hit my first target. So what I'm going to do in this video is I want to go through what my plan is to sell all of my XRP. Now, again, these do change as time goes on, but once I do establish a plan or once I do start to go through with that plan, depending on what happens in the long run, like say if we have so many things that get implemented and it gives me a look to where we're going to see a lot more of those price targets hit faster, then my plan starts to adjust. But this is where my plan stands right now and what I'm going to do when it comes to selling my XRP. If you wanted to understand it or a breakdown, right? I don't know what I'm saying. A breakdown of how maybe you should sell some of your XRP and how you should pace it out. That's what you'll get within this video, hopefully. Guys, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. And if you guys want to follow me on Twitter and follow me on Patreon, those links are in the description. Now, also at the top of the description, I have a link for BTCC. This is a great platform that I've been using for quite some time. I've been using it for about 5 months, and I've been able to gain a decent amount leverage trading and just seeing the deposit bonus and seeing the lower fees and all that stuff. I got the 10% deposit bonus as well as extra bonuses, and I hope that you guys can get the same thing. If you specifically use my link, you will get a 10% deposit bonus and up to $10,055 worth of extra bonuses. Also, you'll get 40% lower trading fees, and you can trade up to 500x leverage. And if you don't want to trade any cryptocurrency, any of your own money, you can demo trade and learn how to leverage trade on this platform and just get started that way. So anyways, feel free to check out that link. It's at the top of the description. But let's go ahead and dive into what we're talking about here today. Again, we'll start with where XRP is very, very briefly. XRP is currently standing at $2.13, down by about 3% on the day. The overall market is down quite a bit, so we're not just going to blame it on XRP. Saying that that's down the most. We are seeing Bitcoin that's slightly up when it comes to the last 24 hours, but some other things like XRP down by 3%, BNB down by 3%, Solana is making some positive moves, which is great. Dogecoin down by 3% for Cardano, and so on and so forth, right? So not really the most positive day. As we saw it earlier in the morning, it was down a massive amount compared to where it was, not only to where it is right now. So great to see it push back up. Great to see it start making these moves back up to $2.10, $2.15 or so. Looking at $8.8 billion worth of volume with $58 billion worth of volume. I just wanted to show you guys that to let you know what we have there. Now, when it comes to my XRP, I hold 210,000 XRP, not including the movements that I'm making in BTCC. Or in any other place that's a short-term play. I have my long-term play, which is 210,000 XRP. I know some people are like, hey, you shouldn't flex how much XRP you have. I'm not flexing it. I just wanted to talk about what I plan to do, and hopefully you guys can do maybe the same thing percentage-wise or build your own exit plan. Now, if you do want this exit plan spreadsheet, I do offer it on Patreon. You can go over there and sign up for just the communication level, and you can access the spreadsheet. And honestly, it has a great way to break down exactly where you're going to sell, the profit that you're going to get, and give yourself a plan. I think anybody needs to build a plan if you really want to make profit, if you really want to do things the right way. So speaking of that plan, let's go into what we have here. Now, some people know my first target that I plan to sell XRP at is at a level of $5. So once it hits that level, that's where my first sell will actually happen. Now, that sell is going to be a significant amount compared to what I put into that. It's going to be about about 25% of what I put in there. Now, why is it going to be 25%? Well, that's going to give me $250,000, giving me my initial investment as well as giving me my extra investment that I had with a little bit of profit, right? Because I initially invested about $50,000 to get me $100,000, but then I put in another 130,000 into it, or 100 something thousand into it. So that's about 100. If we round up, let's just say it's 180,000. So that's giving me another, 70,000 to kind of say that that's profit. Now it is going to look like I have a short-term short-term capital gains tax, so that sucks because they did look at everything that I had for last year and they already associated it with the earliest investment that I had. And that sucks because now both of them are classified as short-term capital gains tax. However, some of them, as they go along, as we see years and years, we will see them transition into long-term because I don't plan on buying any more. But $250,000 that we have there, which is fantastic, and take 50,000 coins out of the overall amount that we have there. Now, as we go and move up dollars, so we go from $5.50 to $6. Every time we move up $1, I'm going to take 5,000 coins. Now, this may be detrimental to the overall amount that I can gain in the end, but honestly, I don't need to be greedy. This is one thing that you need to know is being greedy tends to hurt you so much. Because if you were greedy, you could just say, I'm waiting until it gets to $100 per coin and I'm going to sell all my coins then. That's not something that's feasible because then you're holding potentially millions of dollars as it gets all the way up to $100 per coin. So every dollar that it gains, $5 here. 5,000 there, which will give me 30,000, 5,000 there, 35,000, 5,000 there, 40,000, and so on and so forth until we get to $10. As we get to $10, which would be a $570 billion market cap, I will take another 20,000, which will be $200,000 there, another 20,000 at 15, another 20,000 at 20. I feel like these are significant levels, getting all the way up to $20, getting you to a $1 trillion market cap. Now, I do believe that XRP is going to be worth multiple trillions of dollars, but how long is that really going to take, right? I want to be able to profit from it a little bit shorter term and be able to take some of that and put it over into the dividend account or whatever. That would give me a total of $1.3 million. Now, if that's short term, then I would be looking at a 30-40% overall tax on what I do have there, which means I have to put a lot of that aside for that specific purpose, which does suck. But the rest of it will go directly into my dividend account, will go into funding monthly dividends that I can get and just putting it aside. Now, after that, after the $20 price point, that leaves me with 80,000 coins. That's where I start being a little bit more conservative, but still taking decent amounts of profit as time goes on, right? So 5,000 here, 5,000 there, 5,000 there, and then it starts to, after 40 or after $35, I will take 2,500, 2,500 here. Totaling that amount between that point all the way up to $50 will be $662,000. And then if, and I'm saying if and when, right, it gets to the $50 price point, that's where I will officially take my first $1 million of, it will be profit. It will be a total amount that I take out of there, which means that I would end up being taxed. If it takes a while and it takes over a year, then I would only be taxed like 20%, 20-ish percent. But if it is within this bull run, and we see it get to $50 within this bull run, which will be a $2 or $3 trillion market cap, that would be $1 million, and I would also have to pay about 40% in taxes, which would suck. But it would total over here, it would total about $3 million that I would take in profit over that time period, which is fantastic to see, fantastic to say, but then we still push on. As we get to $55, I take another 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, all the way up until we get to $100 per coin. which would give me a total there between 50 and 95. I would end up getting $1.3 million again. But then as we get to $100, I would then take 12,000, leaving myself with the 10,000 left over that I have in my Ledger wallet, selling all of my XRP that I have on Coinbase and leaving the forever coins that I have in my Ledger wallet. Now, I don't really have a plan for that 10,000, but as it does get to higher and higher prices, I'm sure as it gets to 1,000, I probably will have only maybe 5,000 left or even 2,000 left. We will see. But the point is to gain the profit and then also to find ways to be able to utilize XRP if need be. So within that time period, what we're looking at is just to $100, which is reasonable, right? That gets to a $5.7 trillion market cap for something that is going to be heavily usable in the end as the potential world currency, as what we all wanted crypto to be. But this gives me a total profit here without looking at the extra 10,000 of $5.5 million. Reality would be $1.3 million, and the expectation obviously was up to $100 there. So anything over that would be what the overall max profit would be. So this is my plan, right? Doesn't mean that it's going to 100% shape out this way or shape up this way. If we see something aggressive happens and we start seeing things that absolutely fly and absolutely bust past certain price points, like say we're at a level of $5 and it somehow just continues to break through and breaks through $6 very, very easily, then yeah, I might end up taking that first 5,000 at $7, right? So from it goes $5, I take that initial investment, but then it just busts past $6 and goes to $7. Yeah, I'm only taking 5,000 here, or I might take 10,000. The strategy may change if things start to move too aggressively and we start seeing the FOMO that comes in and we start seeing the level that it can get to get there a lot faster. Then that means that what I'm doing, I will end up taking the higher road rather than the lower end. But again, this is all just my strategy here. This is my exit strategy, my exit plan. It doesn't mean it's all going to work out this way. And if I make $5.5 million, fantastic. If I make $1.3 million, fantastic. If I make $500,000, fantastic. I'm okay with that. The point is that I'm able to make a decent profit from one investment. Just keep in mind that this is only one investment. We have other ones like Terra Luna Classic, like Jasmine Coin, like CRO, Solana, AVAX, Litecoin, many other plays that are out there that I'm going to be able to profit tens or hundreds or even millions of dollars from as well. So this is one exit plan out of 20, 25, 30 coins. So let me know what your exit plan is for XRP. Obviously, I don't want to hear that people are just holding until $10,000. I want to hear a solid exit plan because that's what investing is about. It's not about just gambling until you hit the highest point possible, because how do you know that where you are currently at or where it ends up getting to for $10 or $20 isn't the highest point possible? You never truly know what's going to happen in cryptocurrency because it's so speculative. Guys, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you so much for watching, for taking the time out of your day to watch me, listen to me, subscribe, and all that stuff. Feel free to check out the links down below for BTCC, Patreon, and Twitter. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.